Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday night, my friends, and I'm back and ready to jump back in to some Diablo 3. We were doing the main story stuff, and just kind of, I think we're in, we're in Act 2, so that's kind of where we're at right now, my friends. But welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you've all had a good week so far, and you're happy and healthy and all of those things. I fully expect this to be a relatively chill night here, as we sit here going through, maybe getting into Act 3, potentially, of Diablo 3. I don't know. We'll see. First time playing through it, so we'll see where we end up. Anyway, my friends, let's pop on in here if I can transition this. There we go. It's pretty good transition, I think. All right. Let's just pop back on in and see what we got. So I think we were in the middle of something. We were in the middle of I want to say we were in the middle of a dungeon, but I don't know if that's correct or not. I don't think it really matters right now because my teleport is gone. So it is what it is. We'll just have to...
You and I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet. Yet the power of your birthright could make you a god.
Oh, I haven't the vanity to seek godhood. I leave that to you.
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.
Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to reconquer this area again, but that's fine, I guess. Just fine.
My archives lie beneath this desert. Perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon. The Horadrim could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them. And I still have the key.
Well, he likes to hear himself talk, though, doesn't he? Alright.
We, the Zakarum, have endeavored to make Chaldeum a city of mercy and salvation, but we have not yet been able to convince
treasure
the
goblin.
elders to change the ancient policy of exile. Prisoners convicted of treason are still sent to the desolate sands to die with nothing but the clothes on their backs.
We almost got him. Come on. Bastard. There we go, we got him.
For you, friend.
Nice.
My wrath is low.
But it is complete. There we go, we got the treasure goblin. Finally. good stuff. Good stuff. Tracking them all over the place. Ooh, hello.
Not yet.
I like
Nice.
to think the world is safer now.
Yeah, that's a good thought. It's a thought, certainly.
In thousands of years of records, I cannot find a single account of a prisoner surviving exile to the desolate sands. The wastes are littered with bones that have been picked dry by the endlessly circling bloodhawks or desperate lacuni. Those who die there meet their end without the sanctity of the light.
Now there's a my companion is doing a ton of damage and it's fantastic. He is just wrecking face.
By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there?
I enjoyed that.
Alright. One more to deal with. There you go. And another one more jumping in. Okay, fine. More kills. Okay.
Some of my blood is within that cave. I can feel it.
Rolling right along here. Give it a betrayer level 1. Okay.
We are well on our way. At this rate, the Soul Stone will be ours soon.
I believe with this Soul Stone, I will finally be able to unlock the true power of man. In ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. With the Soul Stone, I will be able to elevate myself to the strength of my ancestors.
And then get my ass killed.
We've overcome many trials, and even more lie ahead. It pleases me to know we shall meet them side by side.
Alright.
Nothing stops the
There's level
crusade.
48. Sweet. More runes unlocked.
Make your peace quickly.
Literally called slime spewer. It's like, what would you call that enemy that just spits green goo at you? Slime spitter? Sure, that works.
Like chaff before the wind.
Oh, there was another loot goblin down here. Oh, damn. Come on. Come on. Come back here, you bastard. I'm getting really lucky. Multiple loot goblins in a row here.
I require more wrath. Not enough wrath.
Yo, we got him. Damn, they dropped so much stuff. That is fantastic. Sweet. All right. Let's take a moment and look at what I've picked up here. And I felt like I picked up more now. I guess I got a lot of crafting stuff probably. Rare gloves. 146 better in every sense of the word there. Ignores durability loss. Poison resistance. Yeah, we'll equip that. Rare spear. 1.2 attacks per second, 166.2 damage per second. Interesting. Judgmental imposing flail of lesions, 169.4 DPS. What about this one? This one has a slot on it. 163.8. 162.6. 169.4. Very, very incremental upgrades there. How about for him? Is there anything there that he can take? So the boots are good for him. So give you the boots and spear's not really any better. Belt is good for him though. Actually, belt is good for me too. Although the one I have on has the steed charge. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of have a legendary belt on right now. So I think I'll just give this to him.
Excellent.
There we go. If I can get it, I have some stuff to put in a socket, and we'll see what the DPS is once I do that.
I'm returning to town.
Nope, I don't want to return to town. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. Wait, what was that? Paragon. Huh. Alright. Skills. We've got Blessed Hammer. Brute Force. A hammer slows enemies to pass through and has a chance to explode on impact, dealing damage and stunning nearby enemies. Sure. That seems like a good thing. So Justice, hurl a hammer of justice at your enemies. Hurl a sword of justice at your enemies. When the sword hits an enemy, gain increased movement speed. for a short time. I still really like Smite. Laws of Hope. Base reward. Empowering the law also heals you and your allies whenever you spend Wrath. Okay. Sure. That sounds good.
A mighty adversary is before us.
Go. Achievement, I got what you need. I wonder what that achievement was for. Alright, good stuff. For some reason I have a hankering to play Torchlight 2 again. after ever playing this game, I just kind of want to jump back into Torchlight 2, but I got a lot of other things we gotta play first, so. Tell you what though, I am hyped up for maybe getting a much fuller run of Grim Dawn. In fact, I'm wondering if, like, I was gonna do like the seasonal content for Diablo 3 after this run, but now I'm kind of thinking like maybe I'll just jump into Grim Dawn and do some of that. Because this isn't going anywhere, and it'll be around. Ooh, we got some legendary bracers. That's the way we're supposed to go. Let's see what's over here. Okay, it just connects up to that. Good to know.
The Lord of Lies is as cunning as he is vile. We'll need to use our wits to defeat him.
We'll see how cunning he is with a blade in his gullet.
Indeed. Not even a Lord of Hell can stop a Templar and a Crusader united.
You talk up a good game, dude. You talk up a good game. Just remember you're wearing all my hand-me-downs. The Bone Collector achievement.
What further trials await us now?
Oh man, a legendary shield just dropped too. Damn. Not all at once, game. Not all at once. look at this stuff after we clear this area out here. Man, they have so many, like, just tanking hit points there.
We have done it.
Alright, let's see what we got for legendaries here. Legendary bracers. Wow, I have 35 armor on my bracers. Holy crap, it's been forever since I've done anything. Blessed shield damage is increased by 408% for the first enemy it hits. This bonus continues and is reduced by 50% for each subsequent non-shattering throw targets. Critical hit chance increased by 4.5%, plus 799 life per hit. Holy Toledo, I am taking notes. Alright, what is this shield? Legendary shield, 563 armor, 266 strength, 244 vitality, plus 7% life, reduces cooldown of all skills by 6%. Plus 45 fire resistance, reduces the cooldown of Heaven's Fury by 48%, which I don't think I have on. More damage, more toughness, slightly less recovery, but that's... yeah, because there's no life regeneration on it, but I'm getting life from other things, so this would be pretty good to put on, I'd say. So let's... oh, but it doesn't have any socket, though. Defender of West Marsh. Oh, the Templar can use this, right? Yeah, he goes up quite a bit with that. So let's give him that. Wow. He's just like, thank you. All right, cool. You're welcome. Clever Root of Valor. Vitality monster kills grant 49 experience. That's for follower. He can't take it though. Okay, so that's a different follower charm. Rare bow. I have a rare helm here too. It's actually better on my companion. So you got 150, 201. Yeah, we'll give him this because it's also got a socket on it. And let's see, I have a rare Crusader shield, but yeah, I mean, it does more armor, but it's still not like, it doesn't have all the other good stuff on it. What's your bracers? So he's got, so I haven't really had too many bracers drop apparently, because he's got 36 armor, crappy bracers too. So that's interesting. Interesting insight there. What is this rare mace? 207 with an empty socket on it. 207 DPS. Gives you strength and vitality plus 501 life after each kill. And monster kills grant plus 65 experience. Yeah. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. 165. What is this? 226. Yeah, I figured that was better. Okay. Just need a socket to put in there. Ooh, now we're doing some damage. Very nice.
I enjoyed that.
Okay, check all the dead villagers. They got some loot on them. Blood is all and cool. Okay. I was gonna say, they gotta have me get attacked by something here. That was just way too easy. Like no boss battle or anything? Or anything along there?
Black Soulstone will be my greatest work, my legacy, and my gift to humanity. There will be wars to come between man and the creatures of heaven and hell. The power housed within my stone is the very thing needed to set mankind free from demons and angels forever. Just won't go down easily.
Yeah, those bees or whatever certainly are like just tanks when it comes to HP there. You get that blood like way early in this cave. This is interesting.
Make your peace quickly.
There we go. Alright, so that was everything then, looks like. We can head back on down here. Collect anything we've missed and get on out.
Is this your first time in Keshistan?
Yes. I rarely ventured beyond the bounds of Westmarch in my younger years. After the Order took me in, I had little need to travel.
Okay. Back to the Desolate Sands with us.
archives are at the northern tip of the desolate sands. There we will find my body and the Black Soul Stone.
Liar! We both know you will betray us the first chance you get.
I am many things, Templar, but I am no liar. With all the secrets I have learned over the centuries, the truth is far more entertaining. For example, would you like to hear of the true origin of your order?
There is nothing you have to say that would interest me.
Then perhaps you would like me to do your necromantic taxes? I have competitive rates. Okay. Nice. All that is down there. So I think the Vault of the Assassin, I think we already went in. That's where we got the other thing, right? We got the other piece, I believe.
Your death, my glory!
A bunch of gold.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
Okay, hey, oh, welcome. Welcome on in. How you doing? How you feeling? I saw your posts on Discord. So now you're under the weather. Hope you're doing better. Oh, like crap. Oh, well, yeah, hopefully you can get over that fairly soon, because that just sounds like a terrible experience all around. Okay. Recommend avoiding it. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you on that one. I'm doing okay. Took it a little bit easier today. Because I've been kind of going a little bit harder with the running on the treadmill and all that stuff. So I wanted to make sure I give myself some kind of a slower pace day just to kind of let everything heal and whatnot. So that was pretty good. Plus, even though I've been sleeping well, I have not been sleeping enough. So it's, I've been going to bed too late at night because I get done the stream and then I'm like all pumped up and I can't, for some reason, get my brain to quiet down so I can actually sleep. So today's been a very low-key day as I nap and things. But it's been good. It's been good. And, I took my blood pressure earlier and I was down to 128/73. So that's doing well. I mean, that's with the medication, but that's, it's doing a lot better than it has been. So that's good. I do want to take it probably tomorrow. I'll take it like before I take my medicine and see what it's like beforehand, just as a baseline. And my resting heart rate is back down to what it was when I was exercising years ago. So, like I have one of those pulse oximeters that I use, and it was reading a resting pulse of 49.
Not enough rap.
So with 97% saturation. So that's really good. And I feel better in that regard too. Still not quite losing weight yet. I am and I'm not, sort of. But I have tried, like, switched over to, like, a protein shake in the morning, like after I do my exercise and stuff. And we'll see. I'm gonna give that a couple weeks and see if that helps out. Like I'm down to kind of where I was. What happened was I ran out of like medication because they were just taking their good old time renewing it. As far as like,
I've never seen so many bones.
The water pills and stuff. And so I ended up putting like 10 pounds back on because I wasn't taking the water pill. And I'm back 10 pounds back down again. So that's good. So I'm kind of back to where I was. So now with that, the combination of that and the protein shakes and stuff, I want to see if maybe I can coax my body into actually losing some weight beyond where it's at. So we'll see. See what happens there. Hopefully good things. I'm certainly hungrier than I was, if that's even possible. Like I definitely feel far more hungry during the day. So that might be a good thing, because that's kind of what I remembered from the first time around, was just being like voraciously hungry all the time, even though I'm eating fine. So maybe that's kind of reset some things a little bit. Yeah, exactly, and burning a whole lot of calories and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that that's translating correctly. Translating to that. But it's a hard one because it's like so like when I had first started exercising years ago, I started basically at it was like 3:36 or something like that when I started. And I am beyond that even right now. Like I'm 350, it's like 353 this morning. And I've been down as low as 351 this week. So I feel like there's like all the gains that I had gotten the first time around when I was doing something similar. I feel like I'm having to spend more. It's taking a lot longer this time, I think, because I have so much more weight than I did then. And I'm older. So I'm trying to be patient, but at the same time it is getting a little bit frustrating that not like I'm seeing results, but I'm not seeing the kind of results that I need to see. But, you know, it is what it is right now. It's a lot of, I keep telling myself, I spent years eating poorly and getting into this situation, so it's not gonna turn around tomorrow. It's gonna take years to get it back off again. It's my ultimate end game. So, first of all, my first goal is to lose 35 pounds. Because the pulmonary doctor said, hey, look, if you lose like 32 or 35 pounds, all of your sleep apnea and stuff it won't go away, but it'll be much improved. And I haven't really been having any problems at nighttime, which is great. But it always is nice to just kind of improve it in whatever way I can.
Patience. The floors are trembling.
Oops.
Rockworms.
Okay, I didn't mean to go down there yet. Desolate Sands. Cave of Burrowing Horror. Alright, great. Sounds like a lovely place to take a vacation. So that's my initial goal. And my end goal is to basically at some point get down to 230 pounds. So we're talking, all told, you know, my highest weight was 367, so all told we're talking 137 pounds that I need to shed. I don't have any specific time frame for that. It's just something I want to happen at some point. You know, I'm not trying to lose a lot right away either. If I could lose 2 pounds a month, I'd be happy. If I could consistently lose 2 pounds a month, that'd be great. It's just, it's been, you know, we're in month 3 now, and I haven't really, I feel like the losses that I've had are just due to the medication, not due to the effort I'm putting in with exercising. So that's the frustrating part, right? Like I feel like I'm not seeing the results from the exercising. Like I'm feeling the results. I feel better,
I'm overburdened.
but it's not, I don't have any evidence that I am better. You know what I mean? Like you stand on a scale and there's no evidence that you actually are any better than you were. Plus 30 damage. Damage against elites go up by 9%. I think the plus 30 damage just straight up is probably the better one. So do that. So what is this?
I can't carry anymore.
Can't carry any more. How about if I move this over here? There we go. Rare shoulders. Ooh, they're actually better than what I have on. Alright. Glad I picked those up. Have you have the same goal? Yeah. It's I mean, and like I said, I'm not in any rush to get there. I just want to see some kind of results. Even if it's just like, you know, losing inches on the waistline even, you know? Because what's funny is all these years I've kept like I had bought, when I lost the weight, like I had lost like 80 something pounds the first time around. And I bought all new clothes and everything because, you know, nothing fit, so I had to go down a few sizes. And I've kept all that all these years later. Like it's just in a drawer waiting because I was like, I want to eventually be able to wear these again because they're not worn out or anything. You know, it's just, you know, I was that weight for maybe a year or so before I started putting weight back on again. So it would be really fantastic if I could get back to that point. What does this do on a helm? You know what? I'll put this on your helmet. There. We still need to go back to... We'd go back to town and just get our inventory cleared out here. First of all, let's stash this. And I don't need that. Ooh. Well, that's a two-handed sword now. Not so great. Hey, Bruno, welcome on in. How you doing? And happy Thursday to you as well. Yeah, 243. I think I can just... Rare shoulders 100. I wonder if there's... What do you have on for your shoulders? 91. I wonder if... Yeah, that kind of works for you, so I'll give you that.
I will use this.
Anything else here? 165. What does this do? 226. 226. I think everything's good here. Rating in WoW. Yeah, nice. Cool. How is WoW doing these days? I heard what are they doing? Dawn Guard? Is that the expansion? I've never played WoW myself, but I think it's that. I've heard that's been pretty popular. $170. 64. What do you have? 69. Yeah, the stat changes are worse around. That's interesting. That is interesting. Oh, you only play classic. Okay. Oh, the time to invest in what's called retail. Oh, okay. Okay. I got it. What's got me on D3? Well, I have not played any Diablo games. This is the first time I've played a Diablo game. Even though I love RPGs and action RPGs and all that stuff, and I've played a lot of different games. I've never played a Diablo game. And I heard that D3 was actually pretty darn good. Like, it started out rough, but it actually got really good, and the season content that's going on now is even better, although I didn't do the season because I wasn't sure if I would get the main story or not, so I wanted to do the main story. But apparently it's just like Path of Exile, where you get the main story while you do the season content, so I didn't realize that. Yeah, I wasn't sure where to start with Diablo. Like, I definitely don't have any interest in playing the first game. It's just a little too, I need some more quality of life, stuff. But the, Diablo 2 remastered, I might play at some point, but I wasn't sure where to start, and I thought, well, let me start at 3. I have 4 as well, and 4 at the time was kind of having a problem, but now, like, this latest season sounds really good. So I thought I'll start with 3 and just see what I like about it. And then kind of get that as my introduction to the series, sort of, kind of. I mean, I understand some of the lore as it is. And then I'll probably, like, eventually I'll come back and do maybe, Diablo 4, and other things. But I have a lot of, like, I've devoted Thursdays to just being action RPG Thursdays, because I have so many that I want to go through. So my goal right now is to kind of do all of Diablo 3, get through the story, and then I probably am going to jump into Grim Dawn for a while, because I've played Grim Dawn before, but I haven't gotten anywhere close to the end of Grim Dawn, and I want to kind of take some time and actually do that. And then maybe I'll come back to Diablo and do like Diablo 4 or something like that, or I'll mix them in as we go. Like, maybe I'll jump between the two. But yeah, it was just something I wanted to start somewhere, and I figured, since I'd heard that 3 was pretty good, that I would start there, because it's still relatively recent, while still being, easy enough to pick up. You've played through PoE like 4 times, you still know its story. Yeah, I like the current PoE expansion, the current PoE season. I liked it a lot, and I played a bunch of it, but it just kind of, like, the story I don't think really ever makes any kind of sense from what I can understand of it. It's just there as a excuse to get you from one point to the other. But I was enjoying it. The only problem was that I was kind of hitting a bit of a wall with my character. Like, I was able to do the story content, but a lot of the other stuff, like the heists and stuff like that, were just kind of just absolutely pissing me off. Like, I couldn't get through the tutorial heist, and that was just kind of ticking me off a little bit. And I was just like, you know what? And my progression slowed quite a bit as far as, like, the character progression and stuff. And that's kind of where I kind of left it. I was like, you know what? I like this game and I like the builds and everything, but I don't like having to. I don't like the idea that I have to take some build that someone has made online just to have fun in the game. You know, it just that part annoys me. I like to be able to just make my own build and have every build be viable, and it's just not the case with PoE. Unfortunately, they swung so hard into the we need this to be a hard game thing that they made the game unfun in some areas, right? Like you they made it the grind be not interesting or fun to do. You know, where you're just getting like a small percentage point of improvement instead of you jump into D3 here and it's like you're like I'm getting several levels every time I jump in and everything's interesting and you know, it's you always feel like you're growing, you know? Yeah, yeah. The death trap of PoE. You either play a top 5 build or make a new character or spend tons of money to redo towns. Yeah, exactly. That's what annoys me about that is that you can't like I like Grim Dawn better in that you can't. It's really hard to make a bad build in like Grim Dawn. It's really hard to make a bad build in Diablo. You know, it's just one of those things, you know. I don't know why PoE punishes you so hard if you're not metagaming, and that's they've tried over the years to make the game harder, and they've done, and in so doing, they've made it so that you either do the meta or you get frustrated and you stop playing, and that's just kind of it's annoying in that respect. I wish we could have our cake and eat it too, you know. But that's where we've ended up with it. Let me see something here. You have something to say?
Did you and your wife enjoy your time with the Vetchin?
We did. They saw two lost souls in love and on the run. They thought it was unbearably romantic. I suppose it might have even been true. One of their mystics saw Mira's talent and trained her in their art. We traveled with them for a time, and we fell in love. Do you know what it is to love someone?
A crusader loves his faith, his shield, and his cause.
A pity. None of those can love you back.
What else do you have to say?
What brought you to Tristram?
You know, I've asked myself that. It was Mira's idea. I wonder if she saw something and knew that I needed to be there to help you. Did she know what was going to happen all along?
You can never know the truth of that. What matters is that you have found a cause.
You may be right. I've work to do.
What do we got here for you? Oh, actually, I want to get this other thing. We can.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, you take 50 grand? Eesh. Eesh. Never mind then.
I don't like what Zoltan Kuhl is going to do to you. I told you he couldn't be trusted.
Why must you be so cryptic? Tell me what he does. Or what good are you, or your visions?
I changed the future to save someone once. I ended up causing the deaths of 3 others. I've told you all I can. I promise you.
I have thought more on what I am missing.
And?
Our progress seems to clarify things for me. It is difficult to explain.
If we press forward, perhaps you will remember more.
Yes, the spell that sent me to this time was bound to the Prophet. Now he is missing, and some parts of me are missing as well, lost to the ages.
Do not let any part of yourself be lost, Irena. It's all you have.
Oh, that's good,
I
Aloe.
try to conjure them back, but it will take a while. My skill
Hey,
is not
Corey,
so great as
welcome.
the prophet's was.
See, I'm playing a game you're roughly familiar with. Nice. That's good. Andrea.
I'm not sure what I expected it would be like to have my mother back, but it wasn't this. She's different than what I imagined. I can see the toll her mission has exacted from her, just as it had with my uncle.
Okay. She's standing right there.
Leah is growing powerful.
The power was always within her. Now she's learning to control it.
She is your child.
I do not know where her power comes from. I spent a lifetime studying the ways of magic. It did not come so easily to me.
Okay. Good to know. Oh yeah, that's right. We have a gem cutter now too, right? Jewel's
I
price.
think I was wrong about the jewel I seek. It's not in this land either. Oh, what a pity.
Why do you pursue this jewel?
Because it has killed thousands. And because I'm the only one who can hold it without harm.
Because it doesn't harm the mad?
No, because it has already taken everything from me that matters. But enough of that. I have gone too long without spiced beef and spicier wine.
Alright. Well, let's head back to the Cave of Burrowing Horror. Because that's what we do. Yeah, so I'm hoping to have, I mean, there's thing about the action RPGs is I have so many of them on my list to do, and they all take quite a bit of time to go through, so we'll see what that translates to. Because just doing it just once a week is for a couple hours is gonna take forever to get through them. But you know, one of the things I like about these games is that they just they're fun enough that you can just kind of jump into them for a few minutes or an hour or so and come back to them and not be completely out of the loop as to what's going on or anything like that. You just kind of Hulk smash a lot of things and have some fun. It's about what you have time for. Yeah, exactly. I mean, these are good for like. It's good to have games like this where it's just like, you know what, it doesn't require 100, I mean, it might require 120 hours at the end of the day, but it doesn't, like, you can make progress whenever you sit down in front of it. I mean, that's the thing I've always enjoyed most about games is like the ones where you can just you can pick them up for 20 minutes and make some kind of progress and not be like beholden to some weird mechanic that's requires that you spend hours and hours grinding something without really making any or feeling like you're making any progress.
I wager you know a thing or two about that.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be a second job, right? And it's like, I keep thinking about, like, I need to finish Horizon Forbidden West. Like, I've finished the main quest, and we've started the DLC. And the DLC isn't particularly long, from what I understand. It's only like 5 hours or so. But it's 5 hours on top of the 120 hours I've already put into that game. And so I'm just kind of sitting here like, when will I feel like getting back to finishing that DLC? Right? Because at this point, like, I like the story and everything, but at this point I'm just like, you know, I've had enough. I want to get something else done, but at the same time I want to finish that. One of the reasons I started streaming gameplay is because I had so many games that I never finished, and my whole goal was to, both for streaming and for the YouTubes, was to like actually finish games for a change and actually see endings that I've accomplished, not just looking them up from someone else that someone else has done. Go. Lots of gold. I'll take it. Never finished a game ever. Yeah. No, I mean, that's fine, but I like, what's funny is so here's a little bit of history here. I bought Fraps, which was the software that you used to use back in the day for recording gameplay footage and stuff on your computer. Like way back in like 2008 or something like that. Because at the time, there was Google Video. This is back when Google Video was a thing. And I was on there watching endings of video games. Like there was a channel that just kept posting like the last cutscenes of video games. You know, like the last boss battle and the last cutscene after the boss battle. And so I thought, oh, this is cool. This is something I can get behind, because then I could finally like finish games that I've started and all that stuff. And you know, I bought Fraps for like, I don't know, it was like $30 or something, and installed it on my computer, and then realized like I just didn't have the hardware to do the recording, because at that time, you know, it was like we were talking 720p recording was like top end. A lot of people were just recording at 480 and stuff like that. And I wanted to record at 720, but like I just didn't have the hardware to do it. I didn't have the right, like I didn't have the separation of, you know, hard drives and all that stuff that I needed. You know, the bus was all, you know, saturated from data. You know, like I couldn't play the game and record at the same time without having it stutter like crazy. And so I just kind of put it on the back burner. Said someday I'll do this. And then after I went through all the crap with like burning out and whatnot, and I finally got out of that job. This was like 2013. I got out of that job and I got a new job, and I was finally starting to like get back to like a 9-to-5 job with good work-life balance and everything. And that's when I said,
the entrance to my archives. Let me activate the portal.
I guess I can't interact with that hunter's journal, I guess. Okay. And I decided then that I just needed to like start doing something. Like what really got me going was that it was I had taken like a week off. Is this just a boss battle straight up?
I had to build all of this for my research. I sacrificed much to make it.
I don't like the look of this place.
Right. So yeah, what the kicker was, I had taken like a week off work. I was just like a staycation, and when I went back, we had our normal like.
Looks like I got here just in time. Emperor Hakan? What are you doing here?
Good, everyone's together. I came to tell you.
Oh, we're getting story here.
And I'm ready to lead you to it.
Then let's get the Black Soul Stone and kill Belial.
All well and good, but first I will be made whole.
We're ready to do our part. Just you remember yours.
Now, what do you have to say?
Have you discovered Belial's identity?
Yes, but we must be very careful. He has noticed your actions and he grows nervous. You focus on the Soul Stone. We can confront Belial after.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Okay.
Beyond these portals lie 2 relics that were once powered by my blood. Take the vials you recovered and use them to activate the relics.
I will stay here and prepare the ritual. Be careful.
Okay.
Come now, you must be impressed by all of this. Where have you been that could compare?
I've traveled my whole life, fighting in every part of the world. What do you think?
Oh, well then.
Yeah, so I went back to work after like a week of, you know, vacation and everything. Had our normal morning stand-up meeting, and we were all sitting around like boardroom table and everything, having our status reports, and I hadn't like said a word at all the week that I was off. Like I was just like, my voice was as weak as you could possibly get, and people sitting next to me at the table couldn't hear me. You know, like I tried my best to speak up as much as I could, and the people next to me were having trouble hearing me. And that was my like sort of wake up call to be like, I gotta be able to communicate, and I can't have this happen where I don't like I take a vacation and like, you know, I lose the ability to communicate because I'm not talking to anybody or anything like that. And so that was the impetus to me like starting the YouTube stuff, because it was like, you know what, if I'm gonna exercise my voice and all this stuff, then might as well do it for real. And so that's why I started that. And it also, you know, and that's why I really started looking at like, well, how do I get, you know, fraps to work? How do I get all this stuff organized? Let me get the hardware I need for this. I got all that together and I got it all working, and like I had this software just, I was like, hey, I have this thing that I bought years and years ago and I can use that. And, you know, we didn't really have, I mean, OBS was around, but it wasn't particularly good or feature worthy for doing recording and stuff. And so eventually all that kind of fell into place. Streaming endgame content. Yeah. I mean, that's what inspired me to do anything, was like, hey, let's do this and get to the end of the game of things. And then, you know, just realize like later on, it's like, oh, this is helpful in a lot of other ways too. And what was funny was, you know, the inspiration for it was, you know, just showing the end game stuff. Like there was no there was only game audio. There was no one talking, no microphone. It was just like, it was like what you hear, what you see on YouTube now with, you know, long plays and stuff, where there's no commentary. It's just gameplay and stuff. So it was just interesting to see how all these things just kind of fall into place after a while. Yeah, definitely old school. I mean, people still do it, but not that many. That was, funny enough, that was the biggest complaint I used to get on the YouTube channel was people would start to watch one of my Let's Plays and they'd get really upset that I was talking during the Let's Play. Like, I had someone like comment like, just shut up and play the game. Why are you talking during the game? I'm like, you're not looking for the actual you're looking for some other long play content, aren't you? like first of all, I need to talk during it because, you know, copyright and all that stuff. You know, otherwise you're not adding anything to the end of the ultimate product, right? Which is another thing that always surprises me. Like, I see this on Twitter a lot, where it's just like, you have these streamers who finally, after years and years, are getting, like, you know, VODs muted and stuff. And they're like, wait, I can't just play any music I want. I can't just do this or that. It's like, you never could. It's just, where have you been? This is how copyright works. Like, it's always like, at some point, there's always someone there that's like just learning how copyright works and are shocked. You know, absolutely shocked. Right? And you just see it. I just see it constantly. And it's like, how do you not know at this point? But then again, that was one of my biggest complaints when I first started doing YouTube and stuff, is that nobody was, like, it was so different from, you know, from programming, where, like, in the programming realm, people love sharing their tips and tricks on how they do things and how they accomplish certain things, right, whenever they can. But when it came to, like, doing YouTube or doing streaming, is like trying to find any information on how to, like, set up things or do this or that or the other thing. It was so hard to come by. I remember actually, what was the program I used? So I used Fraps at first, but Fraps was very, very limited in, you know, ultimately what it could do. And there was another program that came out called DxTory that I used a lot before I went full on OBS just to do recordings and stuff. And it was, I remember, like, specifically seeking out, like, I think Total Biscuit had made some videos, like, had made like a Q&A session video at one point. And I think he made a couple of them, actually. And actually posted them on YouTube or something, or someone posted them on YouTube. And in there, he talked about, like, what, you know, what encoding he used, and what, like, he had all these different, like, encoders that he did to get the best quality video out of DxTory and all this stuff. And I was like, this is fantastic. This is a, you know, a gold mine of information, something that no one talks about. And it was fantastic. And I was just like, why is this information so hard to come by in this area? It's like everybody's keeping secrets for some reason.
We will separate his body and his head, and hide the body within the Shadow Realm.
So what are all these? The Terminus? And now it's, I mean, back then it was like, you started to see people making videos about like how-to videos and stuff. But it was always like, you'd have that 2-minute, very loud intro with, you know, like Metallica music or something playing. and then it's like a 4-minute, like they stretch out the video to like 8 minutes or so, because most of the beginning of the video was them just actually getting set up to record the video instead of having things ready to go. You still see a lot of that on YouTube nowadays, but it's like, at least now the how-to videos have gotten a little bit more to the point. But I remember going through so many of those back then, and it's just like, oh, just get to the point already. Oh, I can't believe you're not already ready to be recording this thing. I have to sit here and wait for you to open the actual applications. Especially with like Vegas editing in Sony Vegas, or I guess it's Magic's Vegas now. But trying to do some editing tricks in that, it's like getting tips and tricks. It's like every video that's showing you how to, it's just like 10 minutes of them just getting Vegas open and getting to the right panel to show you what to do. Endless intro, yeah. But I mean, that's just that it's just funny to remember like how all that stuff used to be. It still is to an extent. I mean, I just saw a video yesterday, I think it was, where someone was parodying, it was like a YouTube short, and they were parodying Let's Players like me, where I forget what they were doing. They were doing some mundane task, like IRL task, and they were just talking about every little bit of what they were doing, and like, this is okay, I'm thinking about doing this and I'm thinking about doing that, and it was hilarious because it's exactly how we operate, right? We're just talking about, we're basically saying all the quiet parts out loud about what we're thinking and what we're trying to do with the game. But it's funny to see it parodied because it's so true. It's like, how else do you do it? I don't remember. It went by real fast in my as I was like scrolling through the shorts feed, but yeah, it was pretty funny. If I can dig that up at some point, I should have liked it so it would have shown up. Like, I think I still have it set up where if I like something with my, like, if I like a video on YouTube, it automatically tweets it out or something like that. I think I still have that set up. So I'd have to find it again.
By the light be damned. Treasure. I can't carry any more.
Do I need this thing? What do we have here? Two-handed mace. What is this? Legendary ring. Let's see what you are. Rare ring. So I have a legendary ring on lightning pulses periodically between all wearers of this item. Oh. Oh. So if I gave my... So if I find another one of these and I gave it to my companion, then we'd be lightning bolt all over the place. That's kind of cool. So rare ring, 30 resistance. I mean, I should probably wear 2 legendary rings. I think. So let's do that. It seems like a good idea. 207. 197. What is this? Magic bracers. Voodoo mask. Rare amulet. Worst. Actually, that's good for my Templar. So give you this.
Good thought.
What else we got here? That's a 2-handed flail. I don't want a 2-handed one. Rare Crusader shield. Rare belts. I'd hate to replace my legendary belt with a rare belt, given that it is so good with like additional experience for monster kills and thorns damage and all that stuff. I guess I can give this rare ring to him because he's got just a magic ring there.
Ah, good.
Do that. And I don't know what else. 2-handed mace. Everything's 2-handed. Why are you giving me 2-handed things? I don't want your 2-handed things. I want 1-handed things. Alright, let's very quickly go and clear our inventory out. So many different factors. Yeah. No, I mean, that's part of it. I like, that's part of just the ARPG stuff, is that you're always doing trade-offs. Trying to figure out what's good and what's not. And the harder the decision is, the harder the decision is, usually the better the game is. Let's go. I'm just going to salvage all the things here. Get back into the action. All because I just couldn't let that thing lay on the ground. I couldn't leave that loot behind. I can leave that loot behind because that's crappy. I have a loot problem. I cannot leave it behind. That's my. That's one of the things I wish. One of these days, I wish they come out with a action RPG, like a looter action RPG like this, where you have an unlimited inventory. Like, I would just be carrying so much stuff on my back. It would be crazy. Oh, we dropped the legendary belt. Nice. Getting all the legendaries now. I like it. Don't mind if I do. Oh, you listen? Yeah, I do that too. I do that too, Corey. I listen to whenever I'm programming, when I'm doing work during the day. I will turn on like. There's one YouTube video that I go to a lot, and it's called Peace in Tamriel, and they basically picked out like all the like really peaceful soundtracks from Elder Scrolls games, like Morrowind and Skyrim and Oblivion, and put them all together into one long playlist, one long video, really. And it's fantastic. Like, it just like, it's so good. I just love listening to the video game music and stuff. Because for me in particular, I don't know what it is, but I can concentrate better if there's no words in the music. Like, if I'm playing music in the background, it's got lyrics and stuff. For some reason, I get distracted by that. But if I play music that has no lyrics, but is still, you know, pretty chill and stuff, or even just like lo-fi beats and stuff like that, like I find it so much easier to concentrate for some reason. I don't know why that is. Yeah, see, I figured I wasn't the only one that is like, yeah, for some reason the lyrics are distracting. But then again, and here's the other weird thing. There are a lot of people, a lot of streamers and stuff, who monitor their own mics, right? So they can hear themselves as they talk. And I tried that, and I can't do it. Like, I just, like, I keep interrupting myself because I keep feeling like I'm talking over somebody, even though it's just me talking. It's very weird, and I don't know how you get to a point where, like, that is easy. Like, where you can do that consistently. And I mean, I'm not, like, when I first started doing, you know, YouTube and stuff, like, I had, you know, the same problem that everybody has, which is, you know, you hear yourself talk and you're just like, wait, why do I sound so terrible? That's certainly not how I sound, right? But I've gotten over that. Like, you get over that pretty quickly. But it's still just a matter of, like, I can't, like, I interrupt myself if I'm if I'm monitoring the mic. It's just weird. All right. Clearing this place out nicely. Oh, the audio, yeah, audiobooks is, I wouldn't, yeah. I like the idea of an audiobook. I don't think I could really do an audiobook. Like, I don't think I could really use an audiobook as a way of reading, you know, as opposed to reading a book. Like, I don't know why that is. It just, like, I feel like if I read the book, I understand it better than if I try to do the audiobook version of something.
They should have run when they had the chance.
Oh yeah, the performances. I could see for the performances. I could see that definitely. I can understand it from that perspective because you're getting like an actual actor performing the stuff, and maybe that's what I needed when it came to like the Lord of the Rings books. Like, because the only Lord of the Rings book that I was able to actually get through was The Hobbit. The rest of them just spent too many pages just talking about minutia that I just couldn't do it. But maybe if I had picked up the audiobook for that, maybe I could do that. Maybe that's what I got to do when I encounter like a book that I just don't, that I'm bored by.
Blood, and we will hide the blood in the desert under eternal guard. I can only hope that the world does not forget of Kul's evil, and his blood remains undisturbed beneath the shifting sands.
Honestly, it occurs to me now, the books that I enjoyed the most, like some of the Star Trek books that I've read over the years, I bet there's probably some really good audiobook versions of those that I should probably go back and listen to, because that would be probably pretty awesome. Especially if they like managed to secure the original like TNG cast and stuff like that to do the audiobooks. That would be probably pretty fantastic. Then I have a whole bunch of I still have a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons books that my brother gave me, and I haven't gotten through them.
Bad luck for you, friend.
I wonder if I could find them like in audio format. I wonder if that would work out better. I just find now that I just don't have time to sit down and read.
People are able to live off its barren dunes.
People can live anywhere.
Yeah, I heard about the Doctor Who books or something that I was thinking about too, because if they had some of that going, or some other things, that'd be great, because they managed to secure the original actors for a lot of that stuff. You know, it's so much, you know, it makes a lot of sense too. It's much more cost effective for them to do like an audiobook kind of thing. Okay. What do we got here? Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like, on the one hand, it's great to be busy. On the other hand, it's like you tend to miss the things that you just don't have time for anymore. Because you're just so busy, just trying to keep everything going and all that stuff. And I guess the hardest part of that is it's not so much finding the time as it is like the things that you're spending your time on. It's hard. Like if I look at programming, for instance, like I have a lot of things I want to do, but getting my brain into a point where I can sit down and just do them has been the hardest part. You know, it's like, yeah, I got a lot that I want to do and I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but it's like, you gotta be in that mindset, and it's just so hard to drop into the mindset anymore.
After everything we've come to know about Sultan Kul, I never imagined anything like this. Maybe Adria is right about the Black Soul Stone.
You doubted me. How disappointing.
Okay.
This must be the Shadow Portal. Let us be done with this.
Realm of Shadow. Find Sultan Kul's body.
The Horadrim did all this to lock my body away. They must have been very angry with me.
You have that effect on people.
They were never very imaginative.
Okay. Alright. Let's roll through here.
To the death!
I require more wrath.
A thing.
By the light be damned.
What do we got here? Oh, your Twitch died? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I've been having a problem with the Twitch video player. Like, it just likes to just die midstream, and you have to constantly reload the page and stuff. I don't know what's up with that. You think they'd have that stuff kind of sorted out by this point, but I guess they're just trying to do so much crap in the browser on your video page that it's just like,
Make your peace quick.
you know, I crash now. And now it crashes, you know. And I don't know, maybe I'm just an old fuddy-duddy, but I don't know about this whole, like, it prompted me for, they just released the, like, sharing, allowing people to share your videos, share your clips, on TikTok and stuff. Like, they can actually download them directly from Twitch, and apparently, you know, your, like, the hashtag of your channels in them and stuff like that, but I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I think the idea under normal circumstances would be fine, but after having seen that one big, I don't even want to call him an influencer, that one big channel on TikTok where they went over like how they make all their money, and they're just like, yeah, we just take recordings, small clips from, you know, other people's channels, and then we just repackage them as our own, and we make all this money off of this basically stolen content. And I'm like, I don't know if Twitch making that easier to do was like a good thing. Yeah, exactly. That's other people can use your content and presumably make money off of it on TikTok and all that stuff. You have to. They say that it defaults to off, but really it asks you when you come into your dashboard. It asks you what you want to do, and then you have to tell it to be off. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. On the one hand, it's cool to have like your fans kind of try to promote you, but on the other hand, everybody's in it for the money now. It's like it's so easily abused that I'm not sure what that's going to look like, or how many people are actually going to turn that on, given the environment we find ourselves in. If everything was more trustworthy, I'd be on board with it. I gotta be funnier now. Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. And I'm seeing, here's another interesting thing I'm seeing a lot of. More and more full-time Twitch streamers are showing up on my timeline being like, yeah, I can't do full-time anymore. I have bills to pay. I'm dipping into my savings. This is not working out anymore. And I'm like, yeah, I figured at some point that was going to come back to, Twitch's shenanigans were going to come back to bite everybody. I've said for a very long time, it's best not to go into this thinking you're going to do it full time, because there's just too many unknown factors. Too many factors that you don't have control over. Fans are fickle sort. Twitch is dying. They've been saying that for years, right? That Twitch is dying, and it's still not really true. I think what's going on is that like it's less and less viable as a career. So I guess from that perspective, yeah, it's probably dying because it's less and less viable as a career for people. So you're going to find a lot more sort of part-timers doing it, and I would say hobbyists, but hobbyists have always been doing it, so they haven't gone anywhere. Especially after new split ratio. Yeah, exactly. And, Kick didn't turn out to be the place they advertised they would be. Just out of curiosity, I went and took a look at them because they did put a fresh coat of paint on their homepage and stuff. And I wanted to see what was going on over there, and it's it certainly looks different, but it still acts the same, unfortunately. So not much to be seen over there. Shocked they're still around? Oh no, I'm not shocked that they're still around, because they're running entirely off of marketing budget. And marketers have almost unlimited budgets, right? Because all they need to do is show that there's people on their platform advertising steak, and there are. In fact, that's mostly what you see on there. From like the ones that have a lot of views, are the ones that are just doing gambling streams on stake. And as long as they have that going for them, and they will for quite some time, they can just justify it all as being a marketing expense, you know? So yeah, I'm not shocked that they're still around. I have been kind of looking at their numbers here and there, and their view numbers are definitely down quite a lot. And it's interesting to see, like, they talk about, you know, trying to bring more visibility to streamers and stuff, but 20% of all the traffic on that site, of all the views on the site, are going to the top 10 streamers. Whereas you look at Twitch, and believe it or not, Twitch is actually better than YouTube in this. It's something like, I think 4% on Twitch and 6% on YouTube go to the top 10 streamers. Or the top 10 streamers take 6% and 4% and 6% of the traffic on those two sites. But then you look at Trovo, you look at Kick and all that stuff, and it's like it jumps to like 20% and 30%. And it's and actually Trovo is better than Kick in that regard, which blows me away. So it's like, you know, they can talk about discoverability all they want, and the reality is people are there for the top 10 streamers, and then that's it. They don't go anywhere else.
You do not trust me. I understand. But we are more alike than you know. We have both tasted what it is to be Nephilim. Join with me, and we can become the masters of this world.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. All right.
I have Cool's body.
Then let me begin the ritual. But I'm warning you, Cool. You'd better not cross us.
Here we go.
You are surrounded.
Yeah, look on the stream charts. It's pretty revealing.
Concentrate, Leah. Soon now. Just a bit longer. Just a moment. Almost. Yes. My blood thunders within me. This fetid air fills my ravaged lungs. I am alive again.
You're welcome.
Now, give us the Soul Stone.
Very well. The bargain stands. Quickly, to my sanctum.
All right, Outlaw. Have a good night. I hope you feel better, as quickly as you can. Okay. Thanks for stopping by.
At last, I can complete my life's work. All will tremble at my power.
Oh, curse you and your inevitable betrayal.
How has this happened? The souls of the dead lords of hell have been absorbed into the stone. Abandon your quest, Nephilim. Your allies seek only to control you. With the power I offer, you and I could rule over all creation.
It is too late for intrigue, Cool. Give me the stone.
There we go. Well, that was easy.
Lords have been triggered. It seems my brothers have finally come looking for me. Damn them. I am not ready. Too much of my power is invested in the stone's creation. I must finish it. The future of mankind depends on it.
Five lords of hell now reside within this stone. This was your doing, Adria.
20 years ago, during the darkening of Tristram, Cain told me of Zoltan Kuhl's profane soulstone.
That's why you left me. You went to mark the demon's souls so that they could be drawn into Kuhl's vessel.
Yes, my daughter. I have sacrificed everything for this.
Okay. So you have. All right, I guess we're done here. Let's go back to the camp.
Returning to town. So we trap Belial and Azmodan in the Soul Stone. What then?
Then I shatter it, and the lords of hell will be no more.
Sounds like a plan.
While I was in Tristram, Deckard Cain told me of a black soulstone crafted by a renegade Horadrim. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but later I realized...
Sounds like Ewan McGregor. I know, that's what I've been saying. It sounds like he's channeling
So I spent the last
Obi-Wan.
20 years locating and preparing them to be drawn into the stone when it was finished.
Do not let the Force
Kuhl was interrupted during his first attempt.
corrupt you.
Now that the Soul Stone is finally complete, the Lords of Hell have been trapped within it. Know this. I have given everything, even my own blood, my own daughter, so that I could hunt Belial and Azmodan. Do not question my dedication. I have given more than any, and I will give more before the end comes. Controlling the Black Soulstone will be perilous.
Will you need help?
It won't be me who will use it. Only Leah, under my guidance, can wield it. Her power is far greater than mine, and it will ensure our success.
We've got to reach the Emperor. He said he can lead us to Belial.
Are you certain we can trust the child?
We have no choice. But know this, if Belial gets desperate, he will unleash hell upon Chaldeum.
So before we face him, we must evacuate the citizens. The Iron Wolves can help.
Sooner started, sooner done.
Alright. Find a share in the Chaldeum Bazaar.
You should take a look.
What else do you have to say?
Tell me of the time you changed the future.
There was a girl who'd been toying with dark magic. When I saw demon possession in her future, she begged for my help. Since she was already tainted, simply stopping her dabbling with magic would not be enough. So I crafted her a protective charm. Unfortunately, the demon was already loosed from hell. When it couldn't possess her, it spitefully chose her father. The possessed father killed the girl's mother and sister. When the demon showed the man what he had done, he took his own life. Last I heard, the girl had been committed to an asylum. Such sadness.
Yeah, that'll do it. Rank 12. You've reached the maximum rank for this artisan. Good, so that means I can actually transmogrify all the stuff then, probably. That would be nice. I don't know if I have anything right now, but it's nice to know I can do that finally. Let's use the Book of Cain and Get everything done here. Okay, legendary belt 130. Increases slash damage by 14%. Haunt is cast on all nearby enemies when you open a chest. Okay. Interesting. All of my stats go up. Plus 4% life. Regenerates 495 life per second. Increases slash damage by 14% for Crusader only. Yeah, alright. We'll take that. We'll replace the one that we got there with that. And then for Templar, does this belt... No, it's all worse for you. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So, we got rare shoulders. What are your pauldrons? Oh, that's right. You have 100. 179. Wait, is that not better than... Oh, yeah, it is. Definitely. All right. Give you that. A rare mace, 258.6 versus 243. And I can add damage to it. So let's do that. That's two-handed. Boots are better. We'll take those. What does this do on a weapon? Just 260 life per hit. I mean, that's great and all, but I'm already getting a lot of life for stuff. Plus 750 life per hit. What is this? What do we have over here? On a weapon, this does critical hit damage increased by 20%. I mean, that would be good too. Plus 100 thorns damage is even better. Plus 300 thorns damage. Critical hit damage increased by 40%. I think the critical hit by 40% is a good one. Yeah, let's take that. Let's put that in here. Like so. All right, Corey, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. And I'm going to put this legendary belt in there. So I don't dismantle it, because I think I actually dismantled some legendary things earlier, which I didn't mean to do. Oh, will. Oh, will. Okay, that's good. Let's go salvage all of these. Excellent. Put that in there. Alright, we're good with that. Let's go do the talky talk.
Belial has started his attack on the city. Let's go. Ashira is already at the sewers. Hurry! We'll keep you safe.
He definitely has started his attack.
Belial has started the slaughter.
When the fireballs began falling from the sky, we started evacuating the people. They will be safe here.
I'll bring as many as I can find.
The Iron Wolves will assist you to the death.
I saw people hiding under the carts. Bring them to the sewers.
We can't risk our lives on this foolish heroism. We must go to the Emperor immediately.
I never believed it would end like this.
Who has brought this wrath down upon us?
Oh, they're all following me.
What is happening?
Come on, follow me.
Watch out! Keep the people away from those fireballs.
Yeah. Bunch of gold there. Doing that.
Who has brought this wrath down upon us? We have nowhere to hide.
Meet your fate!
Come on, come on.
Can't die like this!
Lead the rest of the people here before it's too late.
We got achievement hero. On down here.
Hurry! We'll keep you safe.
Now to the gates. We have no time to lose.
Let's go.
Still another person right here. There you go. Excellent. All right.
Now, Leah, use your power just the way I taught you and bring down these gates.
Stand back. I still can't fully control it.
The power of hell cannot save you!
We won!
All right.
Kneel before the servants of Belial.
That sorcerer
I don't think
blocks
so.
our path. Kill him.
We got him down.
My wrath is low.
What a monstrous creature!
Again, daughter!
I feel so weak. I don't know if I can.
You must! Now! It is up to you now. Hurry! I must stay here and tend to Leah.
Alright.
Praise the gods you've arrived.
This is gonna be a boss battle. I know it. This kid is up to no good.
Come, Belial. The time for lies is past.
Clever, but know this, Nephilim. Asmodan knows of the stone and the power it contains. Even if you defeat me, he will exterminate you and every last one of your misbegotten kind.
Yeah, I figured.
Cast off these petty illusions. Behold the true vision of the Lord of Hell!
Not enough land. Not ready yet. Not yet.
Alright. Stand there right on the side. I didn't collect everything. It
Quickly,
sucks.
Leah. Seal Belial's soul within the stone. It is ironic that one as twisted as Zoltan Kuhl played so great a role in our salvation.
Kuhl was once a tireless enemy of hell. From his life, let us learn. The longer we fight evil, the more it can corrupt our hearts.
Ooh, and there's a badass sword there too. Okay. Well, that was the thing. What do we have here? This legendary sword. 382.2 DPS. Wow. Chance to deal 16% area damage on hit. 875 life after each kill. Monster kills grant 84 experience. 4% damage. It's poison damage versus arcane damage. Damage goes up by 43%, but damage for him goes up 67%. Huh. Deal area damage. What do you do right now? 226. This is a big jump for you. Let me do that. I'm going to give him this.
A fine choice.
Even though I kind of like the idea of you know, dealing 60% area damage on hit, but hopefully it works. That same thing works on the companions. Rear shield 737. Legendary shield. Rare Crusader shield 840. Rare bracers 111. You know what? I'll give those to him because his bracers are pretty crappy.
Just the thing.
Don't leave now. Rare ring. Damage, toughness, recovery. Attack speed increase. Reduces cooldown. Monster kills get grant plus 77 experience. What do you have? He's already got a 6% area damage on hit on that one ring. Just interesting. Extra gold for monsters. Let's put this ring on him. There. Give him some extra strength stat. He's at 4212 strength, which is pretty crazy, and I'm at 1901. Yeah, so no wonder he's doing like a crap ton of damage. 4,212.5% damage increase, which is crazy pants. Okay. All right. Well, that's all good stuff, I think. Let's head back to...
I need to go back.
Back to the camp. And we'll hit up our stash here. Put these away. And let's get rid of the rest of this crap.
You wonder what will happen in Caldeum now?
The people will decide their own fate.
Ashira will be there to keep the peace. I only hope they rebuild wisely. I've seen the ruin that Leoric and Diablo brought in Tristram. I would not wish it upon Caldeum.
Can I? Yes. Rank 10. Death's Breath unique. Crafting material found on the most challenging monsters used by artisans to craft and modify items. So it's not only 50,000 gold, but I also need this Death's Breath to get him above rank 10, eh? Interesting.
Do you think I could take a close look at that black soul stone? It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
No.
No.
You think too little of me. The object of my search is as dangerous as anything. My expertise may be of some use to you. I am, after all, quite well versed in the knowledge of jewels and stones.
5,000. There we go. Get him up to at least rank 6 here. The extra gold we've got. Alright, that's good. And then I think we've maxed out our artisan, right? Yeah. Yep. Artisan is maxed out.
I knew you'd have an easy time defeating Belial.
I wouldn't say it was easy.
I would say it was easy.
Way too modest.
Definitely.
Now, Asmodan, that's going to be a fight.
Okay. Down here, Enchantress, what do you have to say for yourself?
Have any memories returned to you?
Yes, faintly. My sisters and I were once mere servants in the house of a great Vigerai lord.
And he taught you to wield magic?
No, I began reading his spell books out of curiosity and teaching magic to my sisters. Tricks, really. It was amusing for a time, but then I learned that he had begun to summon demons.
Ah, I see.
New goods today. Please look, you won't be disappointed.
Today is a good day. You have liberated this land and brought low a lord of hell. Enjoy this moment, for tomorrow our war continues.
There is no time for rest. Even now, Asmodan plots our destruction.
The Lord of Sin is an uncanny tactician. He'll attack us where he believes we'll least expect it.
And where defeat would break our will to resist.
You are learning well, Leah. Now you must go to Caldeum's great library and continue with your uncle's work.
Let's complete shock punishments, which is a crappy flail. They gave me a crappy flail, which I will, in turn, get rid of.
I can be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Let me know when you are prepared to go.
Yeah, let's get Act 3 going. I suspect this is like the final act, probably. Just given the way the story's going.
this makes any sense to me. What am I missing, Uncle? What am I supposed to see?
Ravaging this world and all hope of resistance. My minions will find the stone. Wherever you choose to hide it. Then, at long last, Osmodan shall reign as the prime evil.
Leah, are you all right? Speak to me, child.
Arian. The demon's invasion will come from Arian.
Chaldeum is free of Belial and his lies. Yet Azmodan remains. With his armies staged in Ariat Crater, the ancient bulwark of Bastion's Keep is all that keeps him in check. I will not let that mighty fortress fall.
Okay. Let's see what this place is like. Cold, apparently. Banner shape. Cereal?
The keep's defenses cannot hold. Its soldiers are scattered, fleeing before Azmodan's onslaught, which rushes forth from Ariat Crater. Should the keep fall, Azmodan will claim the Black Soul Stone. If he does, there will be no hope for this world.
It will stand. I must rally the defenders.
Light the signal fires, and show these soldiers that we are not yet defeated. Salvation has arrived. Go, you are needed below.
Tyrael will not fail these people, I know it.
Alright.
The Black Soulstone's getting hotter, straining against me. They're whispering to me from inside.
The demons within seek escape. Only your power can keep it from splitting apart, my daughter. It's a heavy burden, but the fate of the world lies in your hands.
Leah, the stone is fighting you. Are you okay?
It's getting more difficult, but it's nothing I can't handle.
The demons war and rage to escape their imprisonment. Their fury will only increase over time. Leah is very brave, but we'd best hurry before her strength fails.
Asmodan's defeat is at hand.
Only fools celebrate victory before the battle's begun. Along with Belial, Asmodan has ruled the ravening hordes of the burning hells for over 3 centuries. His cunning is beyond imagining.
Well, beyond yours, perhaps.
Right.
What happened to your master, the Vigerai Lord?
My sisters and I waited until all of his associates had gathered to summon a greater demon. We slew them all to the last man. But they uttered curses upon us with their dying breaths. My sisters and I, we fell. Our deaths seemed certain. When I woke, the dark figure of the Prophet was staring down at me. That is how I met him.
Tell me about your brother. I want to know the truth.
We used to be a team. I'd tip him off to some of the Thieves Guild's hits. He'd bring in the guards and play it off like it was a lucky catch. But one time he showed up too early.
When you robbed the Merchants Guild bank?
None other. Some of the guards became suspicious. They thought he was involved. And he's been rotting in a cell in Kingsport ever since. I managed to escape.
And you feel responsible?
I don't know what I feel anymore.
Hey.
Someone's got to light those signal fires.
Yeah.
We have to hold. We were down to quarter strength, and we've held for 10 days.
Light the signifiers, all that stuff.
I don't like it here anymore. Can we go?
Soon, love.
It's just unnatural to go from a place so hot to a place so cold. The change isn't good for my old bones.
I go where I must.
And what's all this noise? It's as though we're right in the middle of a battle.
We are. And it is a great battle.
I know, isn't it?
Lost in your memories again, jeweler?
Oh, yes. Well, memories are useless, aren't they? You can't eat them or sell them for food. I'm glad that I'm starting to lose them. Oh, I was just remembering a time when I tracked the jewel to Skovos. A long story. But let us say that between the sea monsters and poisoned arrows, it managed to slip away again.
Unfortunate.
Oh, it was. But when the theater's ceiling collapsed, I fell right into the lap of my soon-to-be 7th wife. She managed to console me.
Wait, you fooled 7 women into marrying you?
Oh, no. I've been married many more times than that. Never do more than 2 women at a time. Never let it be said that I'm greedy.
Right. Of course.
You heard the angel's command. Let the call sound forth. Bastion's keep shall not fall.
Geldo, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads, always traveling, looking for the land we might settle. All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
My future is known. Travel the world, redeem the Zakarum faith, live as a crusader, and die as one.
That's not a future. It's a punishment. You should stop to enjoy the wine. Find a good woman, perhaps.
Garden Keep.
These soldiers look barely old enough to be away from their mothers. They are not prepared for the evil that seeks to consume this keep.
They are warriors. They will fight because it is their duty.
Well, they are fortunate they have you to protect them.
I cannot defend a whole keep myself.
Oh, I don't know about that. My visions are filled with demons dying violently at your hands. Let's just say there is a lot of blood.
Okay. Oh, we got enemies just like right here. Okay.
Demon troopers form the meat of the armies of hell. Their masters use them roughly, sending them into the vanguard for most battles.
We saw the signal fire. We must light the rest, but the demons swarm around them.
Get back inside the keep!
No,
right.
I have to help hold the walls.
This is a chance to prove our worth. Let's get going. Look out! This is monstrous. He was little more than a boy.
Yeah, something happened. I didn't see it.
My wrath is low.
The light grows.
Minions, Bastion's keep has nearly fallen. Many of you have already gorged yourselves on blood and man-flesh. But do not let your feasting delay you. I would have the keep and its commander in my possession before the next dawn. The rest of this world will fall soon after.
Alright, we'll light this one signal fire, and then I think we're going to call it there. So we've got quite a bit accomplished.
Holy, do you see that enemy over there?
Asmodan created the demonic Hell Flyers after he nearly lost to Tyrael in battle thousands of years ago. The angels made glorious use of their great luminescent wings to outmaneuver the demon host and assail its commander. Frustrated by his near defeat, Asmodan began breeding winged demons capable of tearing the angels asunder.
I hear you're the best there is.
Yeah, I guess they're all on the one map here, huh? Looks like. Yeah, so maybe we'll just run around and do these. But they'd be separate areas or something.
You're a welcome sight, hero.
There we we go there. I wonder if there's one over this other section here that I passed by. I mean, it looks like the signal fires are shown on the map even when you haven't gotten the path going up to them, so yeah, it was just another thing. Okay. That's fine. We'll just slowly jog over here to where the enemies exist. Alright. Are you still fighting guys over here? Get that down.
Patience. Not enough wrath.
Could we find more like that?
That just loops around there. Kind of what I figured. Yeah, that guy just got taken away. Sucks for him. Should have been looking behind him for flying enemies. There's another one. Alright, level 52. Moving right along here. Quarter new rune fury. That was a challenge. That was a lot of nothing.
The colossal Golgor is merely a colossal myth. In folklore, they are sons of an infamous demon who smashed half of hell in anger after the prime evils were defeated during the Dark Exile. Why, if I had a gold coin for each of these
I
tales,
require more
I
wrath.
would be a wealthy man indeed.
Oh, all right.
You're a welcome sight, hero.
Another one down.
So you're the wretch that's given me such trouble. Thrash as you might, you will not keep me from the Soul Stone.
Alright. I am Sergeant Dalen. Quest complete. Spectral bone weave stuff.
What in the hells was that?
An idle threat.
We've seen the fires you've lit. Fear has no more hold on us. The catapults could break Asmodan's lines, but we can't raise them from their berths while demons swarm over the walls.
Have your men reinforce the battlements. I'll make sure the catapults are raised.
Alright. The stone for here we go. Got a waypoint. Finally. Alright. We're going to stop right there for tonight, my friends. This is good. I am enjoying this a lot. There's really, really good stuff here. So, yep. All good things, my friends. All good things. Whoops. Hit the wrong thing. Hit the wrong button. Hit the down button. Yeah, so that'll do it for Diablo 3 for this week. We'll be back next week for some more. I assume at the pace that we're going, we'll probably maybe get through Act 3 next week. And I assume that I assume the third act is the last act. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm happy with our progress. We sit down for a couple hours and just make a ton of progress, and it's great and awesome and all those things. Tomorrow night's going to be code night. We'll be back to writing some code, and same with Saturday afternoon, I suspect, unless I'm just really not in the mood for it, in which case I might just play a game. Saturday night we'll be playing some kind of game, whether it's multiplayer or not, we'll find out. And Sunday is going to be a toss-up as well. At some point here, I think I will drop back into Horizon Forbidden West, but we'll see. There's also some new stuff coming out that I might want to take a look at, so it'll be a toss-up. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we come across. But anyway, that'll do it for me for tonight, my friends. I wonder if anybody is live right now. Let me go take a quick peek over here on the old Twitcheroony here. That would be a no. There's nobody live. All right. So I'll let you guys go. Let you disperse on your own. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you, and hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
Same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.